Hello Internet and welcome back to our ToME series. We are Trilman, the Dwarf Berserker, and we, in the last episode, found a transmog chest which has significantly increased the amount of gold that we have, as well as making things a lot easier to carry. Interesting that it doesn't sell gemstones. I don't know why. Oh, because I kind of think this stuff means that they can be socketed. I don't really know how this works. It says about wielding them or wearing them, but I don't know where you would put them unless they go in a socket. We don't have a neck slot. This whole time we've been playing, we haven't found a neck item. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Anyway, in the last episode, we cleared out a little assassin tunnel thing and saved ourselves a merchant. Let's explore the map a little bit. I mean, I see you here. Hidden compound. That sounds dangerous. Hello, group of adventurers. Okay, nobody wants to talk to me. Little mountain pass area. Zigger. I should not say that out loud. Zyger is what we're gonna call that. And we're gonna check out this little town. Why not? Oh, you feel mildly anxious and walk with caution. So I'm guessing again. I think that those are level feelings, which are something that is an angband, to give you an idea of whether you're safe or not in the level. And the fact that we feel anxious... What is this? Oh, is it like a demon's circle? I don't want to be anywhere near that at the moment. I feel like I'm too low level to do anything about that. Entry to the old tower of Dreadfell. Well, what was our quest? What are the other dungeons we have to do to advance this quest? Sandworm Lair. It doesn't say where that's at. And Daikara. Find out what lurks there. Let's look for those. Since we don't have food, it doesn't matter. Lost Hope. Ancient Elven Ruins. Ruined Dungeon. See, and they're not even named. Are you combat? No. They're not even named, some of them. They just say ruins of such and such. So I don't know. And I think we've explored everywhere that's walkable at this point. So I guess we'll just hit some of these unnamed ones and hope that they're the right... half-dead lumberjack. Before you stands a man covered in dirt and blood. He is out of breath and half mad. Please, you must help. It is slaughtering everyone in the village. Please. He points his finger at the nearby forest. I will go there and see what I can do. The Beast Within. This is a werewolf. Werewolf quest. Beast Within. Lumberjack. I mean... Lumberjack weren't the Balverines in Fable? Maybe I'm misremembering. In the fort, where am I going? I thought it would put me right into... Is it this? Small Lumberjack Village. Neat. Let's go. You feel very confident. Okay, well, that's a little disappointing. You're screaming not too far from you. Yeah, what else is new? I mean, you basically described my Tuesday. Oh, you're not hostile. Hello, Lumberjacks, I presume. Lumberjack. Cutting wood is his job, dream, and passion. Always nice to meet people who are passionate about wood. Hard to argue. Yeah. I was thinking werewolves. Now that there are so many people just standing around, I don't know. Ben Cruthdar, the Cursed. This madman looks extremely dangerous. He wields a big axe and means to use it. A gloomy aura emanates from him. He is level 10, so I'm pretty sure we're just going to devastate his little pathetic axe rampage. Let's get that cursor out of here, because cursors are terrible. And then we will use our stunning blow. Oh, that was cleave. That's my bad. Stunning blow. Bump him a couple times. Ben lies defeated at your feet. Ben. Stupid name. Stupid name for a cursed Ben Cruthdar. Thank you for cough saving me. I mean... Thank you for saving me from the curse. I did not want for this to... He coughs one last time and dies, a smile on his face as his curse is gone. What curse? Rest in peace, bro. The Beast Within. Call that's a werewolf thing. Beast Within. 2 lumberjacks have died. I mean, I got here pretty quick. I didn't know there were lumberjacks being killed. Anyway, Curse Lifter. Killed Ben Cruthdar, the Cursed. Go away. Option unlocked. New class. Cursed. The Afflicted. Through ignorance, greed, or folly, the cursed served some dark design and are now doomed to pay for their sins. Their only master now is the hatred they carry for every living thing. Okay, maybe not werewolves. My bad. Drawing strength from the dead of all they encounter. From the dead of all they encounter. Drawing strength from the death. It's my brain not working. From the death of all they encounter, the cursed become terrifying combatants. Worse, any who approach the cursed can be driven mad by their terrible aura. Some of them, however, strive to redeem their faults by using their cursed powers to battle evil. You have lifted, quote-unquote, the curse of Ben Kruthtar. You can now create new characters with the cursed class. They are heavy melee warriors, focusing all their hatred into their blows. Engulf your class in your gloom, weakening, confusing, stunning, and damaging them. Okay. Hunt your prey, tracking them and marking them for death. Powerful melee combatant. The curse use hate, a resource that grows as they kill their foes and decreases while standing idle. Most of their talents are more effective with high hate. So it's interesting. I really thought they were werewolves, but that's okay. They don't need to be werewolves. I just love werewolves. Maybe I'm biased. It's not a big deal. But it's cool. We unlocked a new class. I'm very excited. One of my favorite things in video games is unlocking achievements, classes, races, any new unlockable content, because it gives you a false sense of accomplishment when you haven't actually done anything and you've just been playing video games all day. And it feels really nice to unlock tons of stuff. And one of the things that really drew me to ToME is that there are so many unlockable classes and races, and it just seems it just appeals to that collector in me. It's why I have 90 mounts in World of Warcraft, is because it's very satisfying just to have more stuff, basically. However, when we finish this character, we're definitely going to be checking out magic users next. So I don't think that we're going to be playing the Cursed anytime soon. I think I want to go cloth wearer next game. You saved most of us. Please take this as a reward. They give you an iron pickaxe of endurance. Okay, I mean, that's not much. 21 gold's pretty good, though. That's many items worth of gold. Collects some gold to thank you. Not a problem, Lumberjacks. I hope you have a nice day. And that guy dropped several things which are not going to compete, not even close to anything we have. I did not look at what the APR means on weapons. I meant to do that in between episodes. It says 30 to 51 power, 7 APR. Again, I kind of think that means actions per round, but the idea that this giant tree trunk gets 7 attacks per round is absurd to me. So that seems very unlikely that that's what it means. Can I hover over? Actually, is it in the character sheet somewhere? I don't think it would be if it was on an APR. Armor penetration. Oh, okay. My mistake. Allows you to ignore part of the target's armor. This works for armor, not damage resistance. Can never increase the damage you do beyond reducing armor, so it is only useful against armored foes. Okay, well, that's good to know. A lot of the early episodes of this were me going, I don't know what this does. I don't know what this does. And the reality is that this game does an excellent job of these tooltips. If you look in the lower right, they give tooltips on basically everything that you could possibly want to know about. And it's just super, super good. It's really nice to see a roguelike with such an in-depth UI and tooltips and things like that. So I really, really like that about this game as well. Certainly has made learning things a little easier. Like, you remember, I went several episodes where I was like, I don't know what size means, but I'm willing to bet size is in here somewhere. I mean, it doesn't matter. It only affected... Size, it turned out, only affected a few talents and wasn't really relevant to our characters. So let's just... Actually, we should auto-explore. Anywhere else? Doors? Oh, it's weird that you guys have half-built buildings. But whatever, you're lumberjacks. I get it. You're eccentric. Head back to the world map. Yeah, go ahead and scrap this stuff. Nope, scrap this stuff. Fine and dandy. Okay, so we saved some lumberjacks. Pretty cool. You don't often think of lumberjacks as needing to be rescued, but that's fine. Avoiding the stereotype of tough lumberjacks. So what do we want? Do we want Elven Ruins or Ruined Dungeon? What is this to the south? More of that, like, weird lava land? Maybe there's an underground passage out here. I don't think we can walk on the water. Maybe there are boats in the game. I don't really know. Maybe we need to get surf and teach surf to one of our Pokemon before we can. Okay, let's check out the whatever dungeon this is. Ruined dungeon. Hopefully it's not too scary. No level feelings, but we are immediately in combat. We have an army ant and a ghoul. I really love undead, so it's always nice to see undead in these games. They're a staple of roguelikes. They're in pretty much every roguelike that has ever existed, which is just fine. I love necromancy. I love undead creatures in general. Murder this, murder that. You know, good old murder fest. Lore found. Clue, ruined dungeon. There's an inscription here. Darkness beyond twilight. Crimson from the blood that flows. Darkness beyond twilight. Crimson from the blood that flows. It says clue. Maybe that means something. Maybe there's a puzzle. What are you? Guelgoroth. Mighty air elementals torn away from their homeworld by a powerful magic. Melee retaliation. So it deals us 10 damage every time that we hit it. And we have a debuff. Slow. I think we want to back up because there's quite a lot in here. And we want them to be coming one at a time. So we'll back up. Stunning blow this thing. And then we'll fight them one at a time. Interesting that the fungus and things are moving around. Didn't really expect that. I didn't think they would follow us. Phase Door Rune of the Titan. Now this should be good for us because it would use our Titan is Constitution. I don't know where it says. Activated instantaneous teleport in a range of 11. Stay out of phase for 3 turns, getting a variety of status effects. Where does it say? I don't see where it says what it scales with. I'm pretty sure Titan was Constitution, but we really don't want phase door anyway. We're going to hit auto explore so we recover our health. I meant to look between episodes as well if there was a rest button where I could just press a button and regain our health for moments like that where I kind of want to continue auto exploring but want to regain my health first. I know I can just hold down the 5 button, you know, the wait command, but if something wanders up on us and I'm holding wait, it's going to murder us. Unleash dark thoughts upon this blighted land. I don't know what those. I don't see how that's a clue. This is very labyrinthine. Multi-hued dragon hatchling, drake hatchling, level 15. We're level 13, so we do seem level appropriate. Not too powerful by itself, but it usually comes with its brothers and sisters. Yeah, I'm noticing that. How big a range is on our shout? We'll wait 1 turn. We'll use our shattering blow. And then stunning blow. And then we will shout so we can hit all of them at once. Did not do as much damage. Hit him for 95 damage and it only did that little bit of health damage. It's a little concerning. Hopefully they don't have breath skills. Let's use our weird whatever from the tree limb. Man, there's a lot of them too, huh? Okay, we're hitting them harder than I thought. The shout just gave me a little bit of a concern there. We'll pop the resilience of the dwarves as well. Why not? Go ahead and kill them. I think this 4 means there are 4 objects there. But once we step there, we'll pick up the gold. So I don't think there's really 4 objects. I think it counts the gold as an object. Yeah, literally just 4 stacks of gold. That's okay. We have about 400 gold now, which is neat. Maybe we should look into buying some things. That looks horrifying. A blade horror. What is this red? Blades whirl in the air around this thin floating figure. The air around it swirls with force, threatening to tear apart anything that approaches if the blades don't do it first. Kinetic aura, kinetic shield, melee retaliation of 6, and it is vulnerable to arcane, which means literally nothing to us. Paralyzed. Bound by telekinetic forces. Takes 45 physical damage. Imploding. I don't want to implode. And taking 45 crushing damage per turn. Immobilized. Telekinesis pin. Can we clear that? We did. We're going to step down here to force it to approach us. Okay. Is this an AoE or is it just a spell effect? Like, should I be backing out of this? Or is it just look like I should be backing out of it and then I should attack? Because I don't want to back up if we need to be engaging it. Anyway, we're taking tons of damage. I think we will just engage it. Well, let's look. Infusion saturation. So it doesn't look like it's an ongoing effect. Blade horror. It hardens his skin. So our hard skin procced. Bleeding. Infusion saturation. I think we just murder it. Are we still taking damage? Bleed area effect. So we are in an area effect. That's my mistake. I just assumed it was an animation. I didn't think that it was an actual AoE because it didn't look like there was a very clear radius, like an outline of where it was actually hitting. That's fine. Now we know those things exist. Steel torque. So I thought torques were neck slots. Are they not neck slots? A torque. I should Google what a torque is. In EverQuest, torques were neck slots. Because God knows that was a long time ago. Don't mind me. I liked EverQuest. Can be used to set up a shield. I don't know why we don't have a neck slot. I mean, you would think by now we would have hit most every slot we could get. A lot of enemy diversity in this particular layer, and it seems quite expansive. It seems like a very large dungeon area. Treant, very strong, near sentient tree, which has become hostile to other living things. I mean, I get it, man. All the greenhouse gases, carbon emission. Gotta be frustrating for trees. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop our heal, and then we will fight this bear. Because fighting bears is cool. You hear a magical trigger firing off. Guardian. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Bill's tree trunk. What did that other thing say? Elm Thought. Oh, that's our ammo, which we're not using. Do we get a passive bonus for wielding this? No. So we should be looking out for these that can give a passive bonus while worn, not just while being used, which is not that. We did pick up an artifact. You could do 6 when wielded or worn, 6 armor, 6 defense, and range defense, +2 strength. This seems awesome. Blindness immunity would be really nice as well. And dig. That is, as far as I'm concerned, this gives us 5 armor penetration, which I think means we can basically deal 5 more points of damage against heavily armored foes. And it gives that +15 damage shield, which I really like. Maybe it's time to move on, though. +4% blight damage. I think it's time to move on. We just found this, which gives pretty significant protection to our character, which I think is more valuable than, 15 points of damage is really good as a damage shield, but I think we're going to swap it for this because it gives more passive bonuses that I would like to have. And of course we can still dig with it, which we haven't done any digging. We should probably do that at some point. But I think we're going to swap that out because I like that item. Great Maul can go in the chest. Hardened armor boots, leather boots of uncanny dodge can go in the chest. I think I would rather see more heavy armor items for our feet. Like, I don't think we want to go down and downgrade to leather. In fact, these are very basic. They give practically no real benefit that would even make me consider changing. But I think we're looking for heavier armor pieces because we do have the heavy armor talents. Should not have walked in here. I don't know what I was thinking. Nether worm mass, a disgusting mass of distorted worms slithering towards you. It seems to be doing something. I don't know what it's doing. It's flopping black lines around at me, which is not great. There are 2 of them. Lightning ant. It's an eldritch horror. And then some ooze. We're going to back up. Ooh, man. A lot of things taking shots at me. Step into the hallway. Hopefully deal with them one at a time. We will cleave because it backed off and would let us hit multiple enemies. And we'll just clear them out. They are fleeing, so we're going to charge and hopefully kill it. Taking damage. Let's pop our heal and then deal with the remainder. Oh, hello, Wolfie. You're just a regular wolf, huh? Well, you're dead now. Oh, something else is here. We leveled up again. Great. Let's, oh, you can't close doors apparently. Let's level up. I mean, why not? Don't know why I can't click this button. Super frustrating. You know, magic defines your character's ability to manipulate. It increases your spell power and the effects of spells and other magical items. If we put a point in this, it gives us 0.35 spell save. Let's look... No, let's not save. What is our current spell save? 25. So literally less than 1 we would gain. So what I was thinking... Oh my god, click the button. Is that we have no mental save, no spell save, right? We have very low because we don't boost these stats at all. And I thought we would boost our stats, but if you look, it actually only gives us 0.35 spell save, and then this one gives us, 0.35 to both. And that's like 1/60th of our current spell and mental save. So is it worth it to increase this by like 1.5% or whatever? It seems really like, no, it's not. This should be coming, I think, from armor and things, unless 25 is our minimum. Are any of our items giving us spell save? Is that why it's 25? Or is 25 the floor and we just have the default that every character would have? Changes stats. Spell physical save. We do have a lot of physical save stuff, but I don't think we have any. There we go. Spell save plus 12. Mental save plus 12. So it looks to me like the best source of spell and mental save are going to be from armor. We need to replace our rings as well. Are pretty old here. I think this is not a very good ring for us, but that's okay. So I think that increasing our stats, our attributes, just to get that is not worth it, because they're better spent in increasing our raw damage output, increasing our maximum health, things like that, or how fast we heal. Things like that are way more valuable to us than a very fractional increase to mental saves and things. So maybe that's wrong. I am a new player. I do not know, but I think that we're just going to continue neglecting these unless we start running across high-end equipment that requires a minimum stat in one of these. Then we may consider it. For now, we'll just go 1-1-1 because I don't feel like dealing with it. We'll put that last point in our Berserk Rage to get full efficiency out of it, and then we will start to look into other things. Why isn't... Oh, it's here now. Okay. Which is fine, and then we will upgrade this as well. I wanted these War Cries for a reason. I think we might put another point in Stone Skin. I did see it activate a couple times in our recent combat. It does not actually increase the chance to trigger. It just increases our maximum armor. However, our maximum armor hardness and whatnot makes that pretty valuable. Increasing this increases just a flat armor value increase as well as our armor hardness. Again, we're at like 80 some odd % on armor hardiness. Reduce the chance of melee or ranged attacks critically hitting you by 4%. I don't know that that's really very valuable to us. We don't want light armor. Thick skin is just a flat 4% reduction to damage. Unflinching resolve. None of those really interest me. I think we might boost resilience of the dwarves because we have been using it, and it does give us a flat increase. No, because again, the only benefit out of this would be a decreased cooldown. It doesn't actually increase our saves or anything. It increases armor hardiness, which with the 20% we already have increases it to 100% already. And I don't think going above 100% makes a difference, although it may. Look at my dog's barking. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a whole thing. Hit melee. We'll just increase this because I don't know. I don't know what to put points into. Maybe we should have looked at this. Enemies intimidated. This is an attack that intimidates enemies that are adjacent to us. I didn't really have an interest in that. I think we'll just leave it here because I don't know. And I think that that's fine. I maybe should have arguably saved that point instead of spending it since I wasn't sure what this exact moment I wanted. But you know me, I just like to go and not think about You know, I don't think when I make decisions. I just do things because I'm an idiot. Cleave. Murder. Let's go to auto explore. Okay, a named snake. Emelagaba, the guardian. So remember there was a message about a guardian trigger. Maybe that was this. Maybe that placed this on the map. I don't see. Oh, level 23. Well, you're 10 levels above me, which is horrifying. But let's do our best. Stunning blow. We'll use the tree blow. Sundered armor. Is it fleeing? Killed by you 0. Off balanced and stunned. Sundered armor. Seems really good. Sundered armor reduces their armor and saves by 14 for 6 turns. I think we want to step forward and cleave it. You hear a magical trigger firing off. So maybe it spawned another guardian. Zoneg the Smolder Hunt. Okay, let's take a look at this. Is this a two-handed weapon? Weapon mace. So no, it's a one-handed weapon. Not interesting to us at all. I can't foresee a future in which we don't use two-handed weapons because we've built our character that way. So just not interesting. What in God's name? Oh, was that a gelatinous cube? My reaction was to this, but I love gelatinous cubes. They're one of my favorite D&D enemies. They also, God, I mentioned EverQuest twice in one episode, I think. In EverQuest, there were gelatinous cubes which had bones in them and were very cool looking when I was like, 11 playing EverQuest. I thought that was super cool. Anyway, it's a strange, vast, gelatinous structure that assumes cubic proportions. As it lines all 4 walls of the corridor it patrols. Through its transparent jelly structure, you can see treasures it has engulfed and a few corpses as well. I think these tend to be poisonous in most games. I don't know. Shouldn't be a problem though. Yeah, looks like a pushover. We did get 4 items out of it. Sun Infusion of the Warrior, we don't want. Regeneration, of the Wizard, we don't want that either. Because it would scale with... Oh my god, what are you? Bloated Horror. A bulbous humanoid form floats here. Its bald, childlike head is disproportionately large compared to its body, and its skin is pockmarked with nasty red sores. Well, I'm going to put you out of your misery. Can you not move? You don't seem... You have a shield. Don't we have a thing that destroys shields? Target is protected by temporary damage shield. There's 70% chance to shatter it. Well, you're dead anyway. Okay. Sorry your life was pain. I want to check this out. Actually, I want to heal first because we're not in great shape. Let's hold down 5 and hope nothing murders us. And only took forever. I'm sure there's a button for that. Orb looks inactive. I mean, are these the guardian seals? Are we supposed to kill... Drips with thick blood? No, don't touch that. Absorb all light. Oh my god, what is this? Oh. Is this the lore? Show me the lore. Clue? They had clue in the name, didn't they? It doesn't... There we go. Darkness beyond twilight, crimson from the blood that flows. Unleash dark thoughts upon this blighted land. So, is this a locking mechanism? Orb drips with thick blood. Absorb all light. They're not all active, though. I feel like thick blood, absorb all light. I think we're missing at least one clue. Oh, and it's time to end the episode. Maybe killing the Guardians. So maybe killing the Guardians unlocks the next orb. Or maybe activating the orbs will unlock the next set of orbs. But either way, I think they're connected to the clues. And the clues only have 4 lines on them. And there's 6 orbs here. So I'm guessing that we need another clue. So for now, unfortunately, we're going to have to leave things here. And I do not know when I'm going to be recording next, so I hope that I remember what we're doing here, because I think this is really cool. I'm kind of excited to see puzzles and things. So hooray for ToME. I'm enjoying this. So anyway, that's going to do it. Sorry to make a weird cut at a kind of, important moment, but got to do what I got to do. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. And I, of course, will be back with more ToME in the near future. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. All those things help put my content in front of more people. But that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I, of course, will see you in the next episode.